Everyone, just taking a second to try to get this camera set up because I have to be at a different angle today. How is everyone? Give me 1 second and I'll be in there or in the picture. I be good. Oh, Missy's here. Yeah, y'all are about to be in the corner. Uh-huh. Well, hi, Katie. How are you, honey? Oh my gosh, 8 hours of answering phone calls, that's like my nightmare right there. Okay, so Terry and Missy, just go ahead and say it. What's the weather like? Hi, Regina, welcome. Yeah, so here it was pretty fairly warm here in Michigan today, 47, and now it's raining, but we are going to dip back down, have snow tomorrow, and I think that's our last snow because the extended forecast looks pretty good. Like it's going to be in the 40s and 50s from the weekend on out. So yeah, you guys will be in the corner, but I still want to know. I still want to have envy. Oh gosh, Regina. You know, we just went through that a couple weeks ago and it was horrible. So I hope you are prepared and I hope, you stay warm and stay safe. What's dogwood winter, Tara? Is that where like the dogwood pollen falls? Oh my gosh, Regina, I hope that he is okay. That is no fun. Yeah, you stay in. 76, like right now? Or was that the high today? Oh, okay, it's the cold snap. Yeah, Regina, that is no bueno. Missy, go to the corner. So today's been a very busy day for me. On Thursdays, I clean someone's house, and that takes between 3 and 4 hours. And then I took all of my cilantro and basil and all of that stuff, and I started getting it into that stackable Dollar Tree tower. My elephant ears, I up potted those. Those are all sprouting. I'll show you guys everything over here in a minute. And then I've only had to go to the store about 5 dang times to get this, but I got one of those clear totes that have like all the little compartments, and I painstakingly went through all of my seeds, got them in their appropriate containers. I have a label maker, so I printed out labels for them. Hey, Rachel! Oh, you poor thing. You started out at 50. And so now I can finally get tomato seeds started. And you guys know those are my favorite thing to grow. So I am ready for it. Oh, I planted some flowers. The potatoes are chitting nicely. I should be able to put these out in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to give it, you know, about 2 weeks, and then I'm going to... So normally I don't cut them and let them scab over before I plant them. I normally just stick them in the ground. Well, I can't say normally because last year was my first year, right? So last year I just stuck the whole potato in. This year, to try to stretch what I have for potatoes, I am going to cut them, let them scab over, and we'll see how that works. He's at the employee lounge. That's too funny. So it's not laggy or anything, right? And everyone can hear me okay? Because I know last time I was in this room, it was a bit weird. Hi, Lynn Smith. How are you? Okay, good. So I know 2 varieties of tomatoes that I'm absolutely going to grow. But then I want your guys' help on picking the other varieties. The 2 that I'm absolutely going to grow are the Manitoba tomatoes and the giant crimson tomatoes. Those are both varieties from M.I. Gardner. Okay, well, I'm good. No robotic seizures going on. Oh, awesome, Lynn. Thank you, Katie. That's awesome. So I've already saved us the time of filling up the container. And so this year I'm going to plant them a little differently as well. Normally I would use the smaller cells and just put 1 in each cell. But this year I'm going to put quite a few in each cell, and then I'll just separate them when it's time to up pot them. Oh, you know, Mrs. Cleaver's Beaver, you always give me such a laugh. I love you. You are great. I have heard of the micro dwarf tomato plants. I've been looking for the seed because that is something I want to try to grow this year, just to share that experience. Not necessarily that I need them, but you know, this year I'm trying to really focus on showing you guys how you can grow in small spaces, because I know not everyone has big areas that they can grow in. So I have been looking for them. Most places where they sell the seeds, I have found that they are out of stock. Even if I have to like buy a plant from, there's a place called Horrocks in Michigan. They have several of them throughout the state, and they start like seedlings and stuff, and sell them that way. So I am on the lookout for them. I have heard of them. I know Jess over at Roots and Refuge Farm is doing some. And I think she's about the only one that I've heard of that actually has got her hands on some. So oh, Little Mountain Ranch does. I don't watch that channel. But I will check it out for the links for sure. I've never even heard of that channel. Okay, so we're doing Manitobas, definitely doing the Giant Crimson. So I need some help deciding on what other ones. Got some tomato Oxheart from Rachel, which is good because I didn't save any of these from last year, so maybe I'll do some of those. These are delicious, delicious tomatoes, and the reason they call them Oxheart is because, I mean, they're huge, and they're kind of like heart-shaped. Sometimes they'll all be red, sometimes they'll be like a red and a yellow, pinkish color. I'm not doing any paste tomatoes this year just because the Manitoba tomatoes are really, really good for making any of my sauces or salsas. They really, really, really cook down well. Are you talking about the Oxheart, pink Oxheart tomatoes have the potato leaves? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Look like a potato leaf. Yeah. I actually pared down a lot of my seeds. I have a neighbor who, I actually have two neighbors that are going to try to garden this year. And I gave a lot of my seeds to them. Or tried to anyways. I have you guys know I'm addicted to seed saving. Okay, so I think, what do you guys think? We should do the pink Oxhearts. Then I've got, you know, your plain Jane beefsteak, sunrise sauce tomato. So this is a orange. It's a smaller orange tomato. Very similar in size and shape of the Manitoba tomato, but it's a bright orange color and it is beautiful. It's good for sauces. Okay, all right, Oxheart. I have to do Cherokee purples. I do them every year. It's one of my favorites to grow. And so then, I'm not doing ground cherries. I'm not doing those this year. So we've got Manitoba, Giant Crimson. Yeah, Oxhearts are great. They're delicious. The Oxheart, Cherokee Purple, and then 5 others we can choose from. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can choose 4. I'm really trying to not go crazy like I do every year with tomatoes. So I've got the orange accordion tomato, which this is a really, really fun tomato to grow. It's stunning to look at, and it's a great stuffing tomato. The inside of it is semi-hollow. This is another one that Rachel had sent me, 2 years ago, Rachel? And then last year I had one lone tomato plant. I think I had one seed. And then I grew it because my chickens destroyed my plants the previous year. And I had a really nice crop. So then I saved the seed from that. And it's a really fun tomato. Look it up. Hi, Stephen. How are you? How's it going in Wisconsin? So, orange accordion, the pineapple tomato, that's like a bright yellow tomato, big, juicy, great for slicers. But you guys know, if you've been here any amount of time, I just throw all of my tomatoes in for my sauces and everything. Yeah, it's cold and rainy here too. I think we got up to like 47 today, and now it's cold and rainy and dreary. I think we're gonna get one more snow tomorrow, and then I think we'll be good. Oh no, some of these are not common. You know what I mean? They're all very awesome varieties though. Hi Carmen, how are you? So the orange accordion, the pineapple, the vintage wine. Now, if you were here last year, I grew these. These got so big. I mean, they were massive and just absolutely beautiful. These are a great slicer tomato. Well, at least you're not going to get any more snow, Stephen. We're supposed to have, like I said, more snow, and then I think we're going to be done. Carmen, are your allergies still giving you fits? And then this is a mystery mix of tomatoes. I have no idea what they are because I didn't label them when I saved the seeds. So I just kind of threw them all into a bag and labeled them mystery mix. Same here, Audrey. Yeah. I don't even think it's 48 degrees right now. I can't check because my phone is there. But yeah, I'm so done with the snow. Rachel votes vintage wine and pineapple. Okay. Vintage wine and pineapple and mystery mix. Very good. Thank you, Stephen. So I started to top my pepper plants, and then I stopped and was like, well, I should probably do a video on that for people who don't know what that does. I have one that I topped the other day, and it's starting to... Okay, so this is going to be a video shortly. But topping your pepper plants is where it has 3 sets of true leaves, you either pinch or cut that growth. And what that does is it makes the plant bush out. So it will produce more fruit, and it won't get, you know how like sometimes you can have a jalapeno plant that's 3 feet tall, but you're only going to get like 8 peppers from it until you start picking them, and then they'll produce more fruit. But when you top them, you get more side shoots, and that produces more flowers, which means more fruit. Well, I think these are too small still to use my thumb pincher. I will be doing that with my herbs. And I'll show you guys the herbs here in just a few. Yeah, absolutely, Tara. Okay, so we've got Manitoba's Giant Crimson, a mystery mix, pineapple tomato, vintage wine, Cherokee purple, and pink oxheart. Oh, and I said I wasn't going to do a whole bunch of varieties, but here I am. Here I am doing them. You can trim plants or eyebrows. My eyebrows need done so bad, but you know, I'm not here for looks. I'm here for I'm old and married, and I just don't care about my eyebrows. My goodness, hi Vicki. Okay, bye Steven. Enjoy your supper. I hope it's good. Okay, so before I even start putting seeds in, so I did find I love these, but I did find that putting labels here on the side did not work. They just fell off. Oh, awesome, Renee. You know, taco night at the VFW is always a good time. You know what my favorite day to go to the VFW is Sunday morning breakfast. They serve sausage biscuits and gravy. The best. Well, at least our post does. All right, so before I even start planting, I've got to label because I'm really bad at that. And like I said, that's the only problem I found is the labels fell off. So I'm just gonna take a chopstick and a little sticky thing. And we're gonna make a little flag. And then I'm gonna write Manitoba. I'm also gonna write how many seeds I'm sowing. So I'm gonna do, I need 12 Manitoba plants. So I'm gonna probably sow 15. Absolutely, tacos are good. Y'all know I love me anything taco. So I think I have 15 seeds set out. I have some over there, but they're kind of hard to break, and I think chopsticks are going to be easier to break. Oh, thanks, Renee. Did I send you those or did you order those, Rachel? All right, so I'm sticking my Manitoba over there. And I have them already here. Oh, Terry, stop it. You ordered them? You should have asked me. You did great labeling until you up-potted. Normally, I am really terrible at labeling. It's usually like, you know, you plant, like I know what kind it is once the leaves come up. Variety, no idea. I mean, yeah, absolutely. All body parts are appropriate around here. So, like I said, this year I'm going to do them a little bit differently. I am going to put some in this larger cell, and then once they get bigger, I will separate. Thanks, guys. Oh, little lettuces. Isn't it exciting when your stuff sprouts? I just love it. It's like, oh yeah. So now I'm just taking a stick and pushing them down. Not too far. For anyone who doesn't know, when you sow seeds, you only want to stick them down about as wide as they are. Oh, heck yeah, I bet I would have squealed too. So, you know, they're over here. I just had to redo my dang bell pepper plants, and I feel like it's been forever, and these little sons of guns have not sprouted yet, but I'm waiting patiently because I know that peppers take longer. Terry. We don't do the dump and swoosh method here. I actually have a productive garden every year. Oh, hi, Amy. Canning some cream cheese. Well, we're glad that you're here. All right, Manitobas are done. Now I'll do my ox hearts. And for any of you that have not seen my garden playlist, please check it out because I do have a very beautiful garden. Oh, awesome, Renee. That is awesome. I know you're going to love the lights. You're uncanning your beer. The corner is stocked, Missy. Listen. Oops. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, you guys check out my garden playlist from last year. There's no dump and swoosh over here. Renee is going to have a baby plant ICU too. Yeah, I mean, it is better late than never, right? But, and, you know, Renee, I don't think you're too late. All right, so I'm going to do, we'll do 6 of the ox hearts. No, it really works. You know, last year, um, I love these lights. I don't know if they were still for the price that I told you that they were, but they really, really work very well. Some of us listen, yeah, I know you live there, Missy, in the corner. That's your space. You know I love you. Oh, awesome, Audrey. What varieties did you get? Regina, you're having the leftover porcupine meatballs. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed them. They are amazing. So that video was made a couple weeks ago, even though you guys just seen it. And I actually am kind of like wanting more because they are just so good. Amy started seeds 10 days ago. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to grow food, right? Whatever you got to do. Thank you, Terry. You guys, she's the best. Yeah, those porcupine meatballs are killer. I actually think I'm gonna probably end up making some. I might do a couple batches of them, like for the freezer. You know what I mean? Apricot. Oh, hi, Legend. How are you? I'm glad you made alive. Apricot, apple, red raspberry, gooseberry, and Juneberry strawberries. Ooh, Audrey, you're gonna be making all kinds of stuff. Well, there you go, Amy. Hi, Rachel. Oh, you got some black tomato seeds. Merely Monica, hello. How are you? So our winter has been so crazy. I went out earlier to look at my onions and garlic, and I don't think they're gonna make it, you guys. I really don't. I'm a little concerned they're not gonna make it. And see, look, I get to talking, and then I wrote the dang label down, but I didn't say how many seeds I planted. So I don't know if my garlic and onion are gonna make it this year, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, really? Vicky, I know you don't make the lives very often. Yeah, and you know, that's okay. Not a lot of people like the lives because, you know, we all get to talking and stuff, and that is okay. I'm just glad that you're here, and those of you that watch the replays. All right. Now we'll do the giant crimson tomatoes. Oh, thank you, Renee. Listen, that's why I'm so chubby, because I know how to cook. I was looking at pictures of me from like 5 years ago, and I'm like, Oh, well, what are you going to do? I'm going to eat good. That's what I'm going to do. All right, Giant Crimson. I'm going to do 5 of those as well. Yeah, ain't no shame in my game. Thank you, Rachel. So when I do my carrots, I typically have the best luck if you have a sandy soil mixture. You don't want to do them all in sand. Exactly, Legend. You don't trust a skinny cook. Clearly, I'm trustworthy. Oh, geez, Terry. Listen, I can already tell you, no. He's lying. He just wants you to fill that belly up. You're in the saggy club? Well, listen, yeah, I'm in the saggy club too, so. Yeah, but you're a former chubby girl. You're an honorary chubby girl, and your recipes are delicious. Everyone that I've tried is, anyway. All right. Do 5 of the Giant Crimson. These are from M.I. Gardner. This is the only the second year that these are out. Last year was the first year in, I think, like 80 years that they had been widely available, and I got some last year and grew some, and my chickens ate the plants, but I had thankfully sent a packet of them to my wonderful friend Rachel. And she sent me seeds back. It's good to have garden friends, guys. So then I just take the end of my stick and I just push I'm putting the tomato seed on the surface of the soil, pushing it down, and then gently patting the soil on top. And you don't want to push it in very deep. Yeah, I'm doing the Pinot. I actually had a glass of rosé earlier, dry rosé, not that sweet stuff. I'm sweet enough. Thank you very much. So yes, Pinot Grigio. Cheers. Rosé all day. Are you talking about what are you talking about, Audrey? Pea seed pots. That's right. We got the goat. This is the only goat I'll have for a while, guys, and that's from my bestie in Florida, Missy. Oh, peat pack, and I'm like, please tell me you did not spend $50 on those peat pots. Let's see, I missed something. Merely Monica. So these are peppers, and then I have herbs and stuff down here that I just transplanted to the Dollar Tree stackable towers. Because in my green stock, I'm going to try to do something different and not herbs. Last year I took a slice of tomato and planted it, and I think every one of the seeds germinated. Wow. Oh yeah, blackberry wine is divine, honey. Blackberry wine. Muscadine is good too. Oh, thank you. All right, Giant Crimson. All right, now we're gonna do the Cherokee Purple. Does anyone else keep a salt shaker in their garden? I do. I sure do. It's so good to like just grab one and salt it and eat it. I was telling, I think Missy, I was telling you, wasn't I, about fried green tomatoes. So my daughter every year is notorious for, you're waiting for that first ripe tomato. My daughter loves fried green tomatoes. And if you've been gardening a while, you can always tell which tomato is about to turn. I'll be darned if she doesn't go out there and pick that dang tomato that I'm waiting for to make fried green tomatoes with. I've honestly never tried putting the slice of tomato in. You're so welcome, Legend. You know, I'm so glad that any way I can help anyone, especially to grow their own food. It just really, it's, such a passion of mine. She probably would like the faux apple pie with green tomatoes. You got a recipe, Tara? Send it to me. Or a shot of tequila. What did I miss? Margaritas and tequilas. Pardon me. Okay, Cherokee Purple. Oh, salt in the garden. It totally went over my head, Melissa. No, that's so funny. Yeah, Vicki, these are actually really, really awesome. I am super happy with them. And they're very, they're very sturdy. Like, these are going to last for many years as long as you take care of them. Yeah, they're really awesome. Yeah, Rachel, you had told me about that old Amish trick. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, if you think about how volunteer plants work in our garden, like, I'm sure I'm going to have tons of volunteer tomato plants every freaking where. So, I mean, it makes complete sense. Missy? So I'm going to do 5 Cherokee Purples as well. So I'm doing more than I want, because if I don't have germination on all of them, well, I'm hoping to get 2 out of the 5. Typically I have very good germination. So I'll probably end up with more tomato plants than I need. But do you ever really have too many tomato plants? That's what I want to know. Well, so last year, Lynn, I did 40 tomato plants, and that was the almost perfect amount for what I um, can and put on our shelves. Like, we have no salsa, no enchilada sauce. I still have spaghetti sauce and chili base. Other than that, all of my tomato products are gone. So a few extra plants wouldn't hurt. Exactly. Never too many. Oh, Rachel, I wish I lived where you do, because you guys have such a big ton area of land. Yeah, absolutely, Rachel. A kiddie pool is a great way to grow food. Oh, Lynn, you canned way too many quarts of tomatoes. So I have no rotel. I mean, really, honestly, the only thing that I have. So I probably won't have to make spaghetti sauce next summer. If I do, maybe only 7 quarts, because I still probably have 12 quarts, and that's because I have not made a whole lot of spaghetti this winter. But everything else, I'm completely out of. The rotel, the enchilada sauce, the stewed Italian stewed tomatoes, like literally all of that is completely gone. So if you notice, I'm staggering the seeds that I'm planting, and that's because once they sprout and they get about this big, then I'll transplant them. So I want them to be able to get airflow and have some room. Thank you, Terry. That's a good idea, canning on a 2-year schedule. I might have to implement that. That's a really good idea. Oh, I love Sloppy Joe starter. I think I only have 3 pints of Sloppy Joes left on the shelf, which is pretty good because I think I started with like 18. Oh, hi, Linda. That's okay. Yeah, the 2-year schedule sounds really good. In a hurry, just can them diced, and then I can do what I need when I. Yeah, absolutely, Missy. I know, you guys. Isn't Terry the best? She just throws up all those links. Hi, Cindy Squirrel. How are you? she is on it. She is, Rachel, as you like to say, she's the good mod. Squirrel! Listen, Vicky, we don't want to hear how you're always wearing flip-flops. flip-flops, okay? Because Renee and I are in some cold ass weather. My son had asked me last night, we had family dinner over at my brother's, and it was my brother, his wife, his kids, obviously April, myself, our kids, and then our kids' dad all had dinner together. And our son was asking me what my shoe size was. And I'm like, I don't know. It's either flip-flops or I'm barefoot most of the time in the summer. Or I wear cowboy boots in the winter. I am sick of this crap too, Renee. I'm so done with it. So done. I can put the crimsons back up. Mm-hmm. Vicky's about to be heading to the corner with you and Terry. Absolutely. All right, guys, how many of the mystery mix should I do? Did I forget to label one? No, I just got ahead of myself. Party in the court. You know what, you guys? How many of the mystery mix should I do? Should I stick with 5, you guys think? $10 to $15. All right, I'll do 10. I honestly have no idea what these tomatoes are going to be. Hi, Atta Girl Prepping. You have missed a lot, darling. No, we're just sowing seeds. Having a good time, as usual. Oh, okay, so Rachel says 10 to 15. Terry says 5. Regina says 6. Malia says 7.5. I'm going to do 10. Everyone likes a little mystery mix, right? I feel like we're holding up scores for the Olympics or something. Should I dump and swoosh? Just dump them and swoosh them? You guys only get snow every 8 years. So what are you been up to, Atta Girl Prepping? Oh my God, you guys are killing me. All right, I'm gonna do it. And when the mystery mix, we'll just sprinkle them. How about that? I can't just do that. We'll just sprinkle them. And now I'm not even counting them. You guys are a bad influence. You guys are, yeah, naughty no-no gang is for sure. Fluff and flick. Yes, you guys are terrible. Okay, so I'm going to get some soil and put on top of them. Oh, gosh. At least I didn't bend at the waist, right? Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that we are, you know, I like to think we have a good time here. I think we have a good time. Oh, for crying out loud. You know, life's too short to be bitter and ranting and raving all the time, if you know what I mean. Missy, when did you guys get snow last? Yep, naughty no-no gang. Yeah, about to get real. Here comes the soil, not dirt. So April walks in earlier and she's like, it smells like dirt in here. And I'm like, I was very offended by that. I am wearing breeches. Man, I mean... Okay, so, Lynn, that's a very good question. So these are about the stage where I'll start giving them diluted fish fertilizer, and I will do that probably every 2 to 3 weeks. And when I say diluted, their very first feeding, you don't want to, because it'll shock them, right? Now, if you guys use Miracle Grow, I mean, you do whatever you want to do. I personally don't use that. I do fish fertilizer, bone meal. I'll amend my beds with bone meal, blood meal, and worm castings. Feed them fish sticks. Well, I mean, you know, you could just blend up, or so I've heard, you can just blend up a fish carcass. You're gonna get me in trouble, Terry. Not the way to do it, guys. I promise you. Neptune's Harvest is good. That's not the brand I use, though. I can't think of what it is because it's in my garage and I have to get it. Yeah, fish emulsion is the best. I would just, you know, I would wait until they're... You don't want to do them when they're too small because that can possibly burn them. You know. Yeah, they have grown a lot, Lynn Smith. I think a lot of that has to do with how I was using the aluminum foil to reflect the light and the heat back to them. Yeah. So, Tara, yeah, I know you don't know what we're talking about, honey, but, I mean, fish carcasses are good. Yes, especially if you let them age like you do. You know, there will be another person that tells you you can just stick a whole fish in a blender and then put that on your seedlings. But we're not going to go there because we're not going to get in trouble tonight. So, mystery mix is done. You're doing the foil now too? Yeah, Linda, it's just a very small amount. You don't want to shock your plants or over fertilize them. It'll burn them. I do use compost tea, but not on seedlings. I do that on fully mature plants. I would not suggest doing it to plants that are this small. I know, Melissa. I done told you that. It ain't like you ain't got my email. Plus, I'm still waiting on those 2 recipes that you said you were going to send me, and I haven't got them yet. I'm very intrigued about the Marconi peppers. And you said they're a sweet pepper, right? All right, vintage wine. April said I only bought that variety because it said wine in it. And I was like, okay, and? Smoky sweet. Yes, I am excited to try those if Miss Melissa will get her life together. All right, vintage wine. Hi Tim, how are you? Okay, Melissa. You know, I'm just giving you a hard time. You don't have to, I know you're busy and stuff. I'm good. Marconi looks like a giant tongue. Yep, Renee, I just mentioned the banana peels in water in my banana dehydrating video. I think that was out yesterday. It is a great source of potassium for your plants. It really, really is. I try to do it in like a larger scale in the summertime. All right, all we got left is the pineapple. You just up-potted 50 plants. Woo! Dang. Thank you, Terry, for throwing that up. I know, she's so good, you guys. I don't even have to ask her to do anything. Can you tell me what besides tomatoes is good to use Epsom salts? Nothing. I only do Epsom salts for tomatoes. Lynn, they don't get, they're still, I don't know how to explain it. They're hard, but they're not like you're gonna break your tooth on it. If I had them handy, I would show you. And Tim, I wouldn't say they're chewy either, because mine are not chewy. No, I don't know, they're not chewy, but they're not hard. I don't know how to. Epsom salts causes basil breaks or branching. Really, I just pinched the basil. That's good to know. Rachel, I did start the rose seeds. I'm patiently waiting on those. Trying to catch up on the. She probably doesn't even know where they are. Oh, Tim, you don't have to shut up just because I don't agree with you. Like, don't be a buttercup, Tim. Oh my God, your husband thought Epsom salt was sugar and put it in his coffee. How'd that work out for him? I'm trying them, Rachel. I'm still gonna try them. Well, don't be turning into one now, Tim. All right, pineapple, tomato. And we're gonna do 5 of those. I would have probably vomited if I would have had Epsom salt in my coffee. You're not woke? Isn't that the thing to be now? Yeah, Epsom salts in your bath are good. It is used for a laxative. But you know, yeah. I mean, I thought someone was only asking specifically to gardening, and that's the only thing I use it for is my tomatoes. All right, 5 pineapple tomatoes. And then I'll show you guys the little towers that I up potted today. All right, guys, so we've got 20, 30, 40. We've got 50 tomato seeds started. I haven't, it's too early to start my corn, Missy. Oh, for the cutworms, does Epsom salt do that too? See, you guys. I only use it for my tomatoes. We are just a wealth of knowledge in this community. I'll show you guys. Peppers. I do have a fan that runs on them for most of the day, but I didn't want the fan on while we were chatting. So I planted the herbs into these the one tower. I'm actually gonna put all of the one tower is gonna go into the kitchen. And those are the elephant ears, you guys. Look at how cute they are. Yes, I love them. So, yep, peppers all doing great. The flowers have not even started to sprout. Potatoes are chitting nicely. These are the bell peppers. They still have not sprouted. Tomatoes we just planted. Uh-oh, who's being perverted? Who is being perverted? That's all I seen was cute but border perverted. Oh, are you talking about the elevators? Oh, yeah, well, what are you gonna do? So I'm just gonna, so the soil is already moist. I will give them a water tomorrow. Legend, I buy seed potatoes. You can certainly do store-bought potatoes. I've seen it done many a times. This is only my second year growing potatoes. Last year was my first, and I got 90 pounds. So I'm sticking with where I get them from, which is literally just Tractor Supply. So I'm going to stick those up there. I'll water them tomorrow. I have another lid like this that I will stick on top of them. And tomatoes are pretty fast sprouting, so I'm excited to see what kind of germination we'll get from those. I'm excited about my elephant ears too, because 2 years ago I tried to save them. They didn't. So last year I bought from a nursery, and then I dug them up just like I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago was weird though, right? But these ones came back, so I'm really excited. And it's gonna be time to pinch back the basil, but tomorrow I'm doing a video. You guys won't see it for like a week because I'm like ahead of schedule. For tomato chicken basil pizza with a no knead pizza crust, or no rise pizza crust. You did store-bought last year. Plants grew and waited for the right moment, dumped the bag, and there were no potatoes. Oh no. So Legend, so just like with tomatoes, there are two types of potatoes. There are determinate and indeterminate varieties. I only do the determinate because that way I don't have to keep hilling the potatoes up. So maybe look into some determinate varieties of potatoes to grow, because you might have had an indeterminate variety, and that's probably why you did not get a good harvest. All right, guys, so we're gonna call it a night. You know, I gotta go scrub my nails. And yeah, thanks for joining. I know, we usually do it on Wednesdays, but I'll see you guys Sunday. And until next time, guys, abundance and blessings to you. Thank you guys for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.